This isn't a week of searching for answers. It's a week of acting on what you already know, because you know more than you know. But the guidance is here. It's all around us. The wisdom is here. The opportunity is here. The question is, will you trust it? So, as I laid out the cards for this week, I noticed a powerful pattern emerged. And I will go over the cards at the end so that you can see what I mean by it. It kind of always blows my mind because I don't know if I express that I pull from at least 7 to 8 decks every single week. And when I see a pattern, I'm like, there's a real big message that's coming through. So we will come back at the end with the card reveal. But first, let's see how the energy is shaping up or showing up for you this week. Oh, welcome back, everyone. And welcome if you're new here. This is your EFT energy report for June 8th through June 15th, weekly energy report. And I basically pull oracle cards to keep me focused on the message of what the collective is feeling at this time. And we use the energy of the cards and we tap in like an EFT fun tap along recalibration for our nervous system. I am Sylvia, an EFT practitioner and quantum alchemist, so welcome. I kind of just went all into the explanation of everything. And if you're new here, welcome to EFT. If I'm introducing EFT to you for the very first time, EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It combines tapping on the acupressure points of the face and body, which are also acupuncture points. And while rewiring and recoding the subconscious with the thought forms, loops, patterns, and programs of limiting beliefs that we have been spinning out on from 0 to 7 years old, when our subconscious mind was programmed with those beliefs and took it on as our identity. So what happens is when we're stressed, our brain goes into fight, flight, or freeze response, which increases the cortisol and adrenaline in the body. And research from Dawson's Church University and EFT University studies associated with EFT found it extremely helpful for significantly lowering cortisol or adrenaline in the body and replacing it with happy hormones like dopamine and serotonin, while emotionally supporting us with emotional regulation, nervous system recalibration or balance, clarity, overall well-being to deal with life, right? So I was nudged by spirit to bring tapping back to people because it's such an easy tool we can do anytime we need it. And as little as 6 minutes a day can shift things significantly. So simply just tap along, follow along with what resonates when I start tapping. But for now, what I like to do is to show you how it works. So we get a lot of thoughts going on in our mind. Most of us are mental body heavy. So we're going to go into the physical body by just really turning the eyes inward and find out what feels heavy, what feels tight, what feels stuck without any judgment or story there. Like, where are you feeling that in your body? You can move if you need to. 0 to 10, where are you right now? 10 being the most intense feeling, like, some, shoulder blade issue, back issue, legs, body, anywhere that you're noticing it. Just notice it and give it a number. And then we do a crystal portal opening. So what I like to do is energy, and I like to send any dense, discordant energy down a crystal portal. So we open it counterclockwise. It might look backwards on the floor. And we are inviting any energies that are discordant, any negative emotions, any limiting thought forms, any self-doubt, fear, hesitation, pressure. We're opening this portal with the intent with every exhale that we do during this whole transmission is transmuted into wisdom, clarity, courage, discernment, aligned action, abundance with ease, bliss, peace, and joy, and harmony. Whatever you want, call it in and send out the rest, right? So we call in our guides, our angelic team, our ascended masters. Anyone you specifically work with, feel free to call them in. And so it is. And I also call in portal keepers that specifically watch portals, that know what portals do, and then that their job is to send it and get rid of it and transmute it into the positive from the negative and transform it. So we start on the karate chop point here on the side of the hand, even though I may have been looking outside of myself for answers. I honor where I am and I remain open to trusting myself more. And breathe throughout. If you notice like sneezing, itchy, watering eyes, that's all great. Don't worry about it. Even though I might be questioning what I already know, I honor where I am and I remain open for more and greater clarity. You're going to want to drink a lot of water after this too. Even though part of me has been hesitating to take the next step, I honor where I am and I remain open to moving forward. And we're going to go with the eyebrow point here, right at the divot of the eyebrow, either hand. Part of me has been looking for answers outside of myself. And I went into that the last video. So you can go back to my last video, why we were programmed to believe that way and to proceed that way. Side of the eye, right? At the eyeliner wing, if you have eyeliner. Part of me already knows more than I realize. We have more knowings dropping in, right? Under the eye. I've been waiting for more clarity. And then under the nose, I've been questioning what I already know. I've been questioning what I already know. Chin, I've been giving fear a seat at the table. Anybody remember the acronym for fear? False evidence appearing real. Collarbone. I've been hesitating to make a decision. And the collarbone is just right around the nubs and then all the way to the bra straps on the side. Or you can just go like this if you have only one hand under the arm. I've been waiting for the perfect moment. I've been waiting for the perfect moment. Top of the head, right behind my crown. Part of me already knows the next step. Try to remember to put my crown on. It actually pops more with my purple than it did my other hair color. Eyebrow point. This is the reframe integration. Eyebrow point. What if the guidance that I have been seeking is already within me? What if the guidance I've been already seeking is already within me? Side of the eye. What if I can trust what I'm receiving? Yeah, if you find a spiritual group that has sacred mirrors in it, I highly recommend, because you'll learn to trust what you're receiving. Under the eye, wisdom becomes available when I create space to listen. Wisdom becomes available when I create space to listen. Under the nose, I don't need every answer before taking the next step. I don't need every answer before taking the next step. Chin, clarity grows through action. Clarity grows through action. Collarbone. I am learning to trust in my discernment and in my knowing, right? Under the arm. I can honor fear without allowing it to lead me. I can honor fear for trying to keep me safe without allowing it to lead me. Top of the head. The next step becomes clear as I move forward. The next step becomes clear as I move forward. And now we're going to do afformations. Afformations instead of affirmations. It's kind of hard to say. Eyebrow point, and that just means question in a form of an affirmation because it makes our mind get busy answering it. What if I already know more than I think I do? What if I already know more than I think I do? Side of the eye. What if it is becoming easier to trust my inner knowing? What if it is becoming easier to trust my inner knowing? Under the eye. What if clarity has already arrived? What if clarity has already arrived? Under the nose. What if I'm becoming more willing to take aligned action on my decisions? Chin. What if fear no longer is making the decision for me? What if fear is no longer making the decision for me? Collarbone. What if it's becoming easier and easier to act on what I know to be true? Under the arm. Keep breathing. What if courage grows every time I take the next step? What if courage grows and knowing also comes in with each step forward? Top of the head. What if I'm already what if I am ready to answer my deepest calling? There you go. What if I am ready to answer my deepest calling? And now we're going to do round 4 for empowerment and embodiment. We're going to go eyebrow point again. This is the final round. Keep breathing, everyone. I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom because the answers are inside of all of us. Side of the eye, I honor the guidance that I have been receiving. I honor the guidance that I have been receiving. It's been wild lately, guys. I can't even go into it now. I'm going to stay on track here. I speak my truth with wisdom and discernment. I speak my truth with wisdom and discernment. Under the nose, I choose courage over hesitation. I choose courage over hesitation. Chin, I make aligned decisions. I make aligned decisions. Collarbone, I act on what I know to be true. I act on what I know to be true. Under the arm, and it's like 4 inches below your armpit on your bra strap. I answer the call of my soul. I answer the call of my soul. As our higher selves are stepping more into our physical vessels, our higher selves are going to start running the show. So allow. Top of the head. I move forward with clarity, courage, and conviction. And then we end it with, on the third eye, so be it, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a deep breath. Send it all down. I always feel it like sending with my right hand down to the portal. We're going to do a quick body check-in real quick. Taking a deep breath again, going to that initial spot that we noted earlier, and then noting where it is on 0 to 10 on the scale, noticing what feels different for you there. On a 0 to 10, where is it at now? Is it in the same spot? Is it gone? Do you notice it less? Notice any shifts. Like with me, my eyes get wider, my shoulders drop. With all the tapping that I do, I can tell my eyes look more alert, more aware. From the breathing, from the tapping, my shoulders start to drop. It's a natural, like, relaxant to the nervous system. So these are some of the things you can notice within yourself as well. Then we're going to do the closing of the crystal portal, or if you don't have a crystal like my giant one here, you can use your finger. And then we're going to close it clockwise. Again, it might look backwards on the camera. We're going to closing that portal. And I like to put a little hatch over it and cover it like with dirt. And I invite any remaining energies of dense energies within my place or space or being, any discordant emotions, any limiting thought forms, any fear or hesitation or self-doubt to move down through this portal now, be cleared with my angelic team, my guidance team, to help me remove it from my place, my space, and to be cleared and transmuted into what I would rather it be, which would be peace, harmony, wisdom, clarity, courage, discernment, aligned action, love, abundance with ease, right? And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Done. Then we're going to go into the card reveal. So thank you for hanging around. This is the energy of where I get the idea for the tapping script. And as I mentioned, there was a repeated pattern that I noticed. Let me see if I can get them handy right now. So I have kind of in the wrong order, but I have this one here, which is Warrior Woman. She has a sword, right? Then I have, they're all kind of messed up. I have Sword of Light. Look at that. Now I pull from 7 decks, and then I have Blade. So how in the heck did I get 3 sword cards with totally different meanings from 7 different decks? I felt like that was the pattern. So it repeats. So it's like, okay, I have to pay attention to this. It's telling me I really need to pay attention to it. So what do swords mean? I have my selenite sword here. It stands for truth, courage, discernment. This is a week not searching for the answers. It's a week for acting on what you already know, right? So this is like the sword of Michael. And the crystal actually of the week is sapphire. Sapphire supports us this week to remind us to express our innermost truth with wisdom and discernment. Where in your life are you being called to speak your truth? Because Sapphire is your ally. Sapphire is coming to support you for throat and third eye chakra for awareness, eloquence, and wisdom. And then Charity came through. Isn't she beautiful? She reminds us that prayer is how we speak to the divine, and contemplation and meditation are how we receive from the divine. So, what guidance have you already received that you might still be second guessing? Charity is here to support us in that. And then we got wisdom. So wisdom, this is, I think it's Swarvati, I can't remember her name. Wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music invites us to unite the heart and the mind. What do you already know to be true? What do you already know that lights you up? Because when you're in your highest joy, that's how you magnetize everything towards you because of that. Then we have the violet flame. The violet flame helps us surrender and release the past. It's transformation, transmutation of negative emotions, energetic interference, anything like that. So what part of your story are you ready for to become the wisdom that you've learned on your journey? And then we have Sword of Light, which I believe is this one. Isn't this one cool? That's why I was called to wear my Archangel Michael. This is actually Archangel Gabriel necklace because Sword of Light really kind of went with it because of the yellow. It actually has a yellow stone in the middle. So what would you cut cords on and that might be limiting you? So how could you change it so that fear no longer made the decision for you? And then we have Blade from the Shaman Oracle. Now I was called to pull out this card deck. I haven't used it in like 5 years. Blade is helping us call in discernment and also take decisive action. What decision have you already made in your heart? What decision have you already made in your heart? And also, I've been called to call back all your energy. We give our energy to everything. And so I call back all of my energy back to me now. It's easy as that. And then take a deep breath and feel it coming back to you. And Warrior Woman teaches us the main point this time is you're here for a reason. You're living your heart and soul led life, and it requires the courage. So Fear is often an indication that we're facing the correct and right direction. However, fear is designed to keep us safe, to keep us small. And it was something that we've picked up from 0 to 7 years old in the subconscious mind. So, what this card is asking us, or what Warrior Woman is asking us, is have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling? So, I just was blown away and I was like, man, I feel like I should bring my sword out because I got 3 sword cards. I was like, I gotta bring my big sword out. And the one cool thing, and I gotta teach a course about this. The one cool thing is if you ever want to clear yourself, if you're a highly sensitive being, you can actually run selenite around you and you can feel it cleaning. Like I run it down my arms, around my body. So, if this resonated with you, if this supported you, I want you to make a comment that fear is no longer making the decision for me. And I'm swinging my sword. I don't want to scare you, but comment below. Fear, what did I say? Fear is no longer making the decision for me. And if you would like to go deeper, all my links are listed below. I'm currently involved in a 22-day experience. It's called X Factor Challenge, and you're welcome to join us. The link is below as well. It's already freaking awesome. And it'll be for the live events are for the next 4 Mondays of June. So if you want to join us, it's all about expanding expressing our true self. So if this serves you, I can't wait to see you there. I'm very active in that space. And until next time, bye for now. Thank you for joining.